What? How? I've never even heard of that. Am I just?
That's German engineering right there.
I'm doing it. You know what? That was kind of a big bite, huh?
You can do it. We have faith.
Oh my God.
She was like, yum, 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 yum.
How was I again?
Yum, 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 yum.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new and improved Foodies Show, our Cool FM Foodies Show. We are incredibly excited today for all the changes that are going to be coming, but more importantly, some of the food that we are getting ready to try here. So, before we do begin, the Foodie Show is presented by Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. We have Miss Angela here with us today. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, keeping your home comfortable so that you can focus on great food and good company. Vista Pros, local, reliable, dependable. Welcome, Angela. Hello. You know, it's exciting because...
should I say hello?
There you go. We were talking before we started this episode, and let me introduce you to Dennis Davila.
Pretty close.
Davila, close enough. They were trying to teach me German, but that didn't work out so well, so I'll just stick with Dennis and Angela. Angela we have because she's a very dear friend of Cool FM and the sponsor of the Foodie Show, and then Dennis is the owner of the AngryGerman, where all of this food came from, and we're going to show you some more entrees. So, if you want to know good German food, you better have these two, because born and raised, both of you, in Germany.
Very close to each other.
Very close.
We found out.
Right? See? Yeah. Small town. Gotta love it. Here's what I love about Dennis. I was in the other day, and we started chit-chatting about this and how I wanted him to come down and talk to us. And I said, I don't even know the history of how you came about owning the AngryGerman. So fill in those people because it's such a great story, and talk to them about your love for food and how you got started.
All right. It all started about, I guess it was kind of a long time ago now. Back when Peter and Michelle still owned the bread basket, my mom used to bring me in, and we would buy pastries and bread and all kinds of other stuff. And as I got older and moved away, I would meet my mom for lunch maybe once a month. And by then, Michelle had renamed it. I was called Bobke's for lunch.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so I'd meet her there for lunch. And one day, Michelle sat down at our table and she said, Dennis, I want to retire. I need you to buy this place. And I'd gotten to the end of my rope with the corporate world, and I thought, you know what, this will be fun.
Yeah.
So I talked to a close friend of mine, and we did it.
And you did it just like that. And what I love is that you have such an extensive background in the food industry. So you didn't just say, oh, I love German food, I want to do this. You knew the ins and outs. You had worked in the corporate world of food forever. Talk to me about some of the menu items, because some of them you kept. Was it one thing you kept, or is everything now yours and all perfected as your recipes?
So we started with all of the original recipes, and then from there we just kind of made them our own.
Okay.
Michelle had a great recipe for sauerkraut. I kept that one. No reason to change that.
For sure.
And then some of the other ones we just kind of adapted as we went, and came up with things to make it our own, make it fun.
Yeah.
And it's kind of all trial and error. I mean, you capture the data, what sells, what do people like, and what do they don't like. And make decisions based upon data, not what your personal feelings are.
That's a great point. So how long do you let an item stay on the menu before you say, okay, this one is that a bad question to ask?
Not at
This
all.
one isn't working, kill it, come up with something different.
So I feel you have to give it a pretty good run. So you've got to give it a good 30 days, right? You put it on the menu, you put it on the board, you advertise it a little bit, talk it up, let people try it. And if it has a good run, it has a good run. It can stay on the menu. If it doesn't, you take it off and you find something else.
There you go.
So
I can't imagine you're taking many things off, because
I was
here's
about to say, I haven't eaten anything that I really didn't like.
we went in, and I don't want to say we did a little undercover work, but we went in and we sat down and we had lunch, right? And we tried all of the things. So first, I want to talk to you about, we did the appetizers, the potato pancakes.
Kartoffelpuffer.
Yeah, those right there. That's what we had. That's what we had. Here, I'm going to give that to you for a minute.
Sure.
And what was the name of it again?
Kartoffelpuffer.
Yeah, and I'll just say potato pancakes, but with the sour cream and applesauce, right? Guys, we were fighting over them at our table. That's no joke. We were, and Dad and me and Angela, we were all going back and forth trying to get a taste, and just absolutely delightful. The pretzel, fantastic.
I love the pretzel
You
with
do
the
like
beer
pretzel.
cheese. It's so good.
And
Favorites too.
it's
Yeah.
huge. So keep in mind, how many tables do you have? I'm going to give this over to you here.
17, if memory serves.
And I will point out that they are open on Mondays. Generally, you do not find, right?
Restaurants
That are open on Monday, especially German restaurants. So,
That was one of the things we identified down here when we first came down, is that a lot of places are closed Monday. And as a restaurant owner, you want to have one day a week that you're closed. And
Sure.
So we picked Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Love
as
it.
a random day. So,
Sunday is the day that German people rest.
right.
We
Well,
don't
yeah.
work on Sundays.
It
Perfect.
it
how
fit
it is.
culturally and it worked for us. So absolutely.
good to know. So, we went down there. You open every day at 11?
10:30.
10:30. 10:30, every day except Sunday.
Every day but Sunday.
And tell everybody where you're located.
So we are at 355 West Wilcox, right at the corner of Buffalo Soldier and Wilcox, basically.
Yeah. Super easy access to the base, to Buffalo Soldier, Fright Boulevard, easy on and off. I'm going to let Angela talk about what she had, because, again, if you want to know German food, right, you got to have one
Ask
of
a
these
German.
too. Ask a German.
Yeah.
And then we'll work our way down, and then we'll kind of talk to you about some of these items here. And I will also say they also have a bar. You make a delightful espresso martini. You've got, I heard, you've got some great beers, right? So that's good. Angela, take it away. What did you have the day that we were there?
Well, the day we were there, I had the Jägerschnitzel, which is the hunter's schnitzel, right? That's what you call it on your menu. And it's, I don't know. Does everybody know what a schnitzel is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're going to tell us, because I love the behind story to
Well-
schnitzel, in the real schnitzel in Germany.
Oh, okay. So originally, Wiener Schnitzel, right? Made from veal, correct? You're the professional. You got to correct me here. So
I think that was probably its first.
Yes.
The first time it came out, because it technically it's Austrian. It's not actually German.
Oh,
Yeah,
correct.
right.
Correct.
So
So that was made out of veal, but veal is very expensive.
It is.
So, and then the average population changed it to pork. So you take the pork, you beat the pork and flatten it out, and then you fry it, and you can add any kind of sauce to it that you like, any kind of gravy.
Yeah.
I just love the mushroom gravy on it.
I love
So
all the
it's
gravies.
really good.
I love any of the gravies. I'm good with all gravy.
And then we had it with, I had it with Spätzle, of course, because German. We have to have the Spätzle. And then I also had the red kraut.
Which is delicious.
I love the red
It's
kraut.
such a great flavor.
It's like
to
a
it.
little sweet, a little sour, it's just a great compliment.
Yeah, for sure. I will tell you that I was blown away because I saw on the board that they had beef stroganoff soup, and I told you. I was like, no, you can't take beef stroganoff and make it into a soup. Heck yes, they can, because I had that whole kettle of soup.
She did.
I really did. It was gone in minutes. I did, and they wanted to try it. I remember I was like, maybe we should get you another. Maybe you should get your own to try.
was there any left for them to try?
No, there was none.
Okay.
And that beef stroganoff soup, how? I've never even heard of that. Am I just...
That's German engineering right there.
Okay. All your soups. Fantastic. All of them.
Thank you.
So while we're at it, let's talk about some of these, because this is your goulash here. All right, talk to me about these two soups here.
So our goulash is a traditional beef goulash.
Okay.
In Germany, you'll find it made with beef. You'll find it made with pork. It just really depends on what part of Germany you're from. Nice, rich brown sauce, potatoes, carrots. Just very, very common, especially in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But it's just a very German soup. We try to keep it all the time. We do sometimes, as like the day you were there, we switch it out for stroganoff sometimes, just to kind of kind of do something a little bit different. The second soup you have is a green chili chicken.
And this one is, the spice on it is perfect, I think. It's not too hot. Like, I could still eat it, but it has that kick and that flavor, and it's fantastic.
Gives you just a little bit of heat at the end. Yep.
Yeah, very creamy, very rich, very filling.
Awesome.
Loved it.
Not very German though, right?
No, it is definitely not very German. It's I call it our that's kind of our Southwest adaptation. So you'll find a few of those on our menu. Just having a little fun with the Southwest Sonoran cuisine.
Yeah, and I'm totally okay with that. And then before we get to my favorite down here, another fun favorite, the salads. I know, we better move that because I'm not sharing that either. Your salads. A lot of people, all the time we see people saying, hey, where can I get a good salad in town? Where, right? People are always asking about that. You know what? Go to the AngryGerman because you have a plethora of salads available. This being one of them. And I will tell you, my only complaint on this one is that it wasn't bigger like the other kettle of soup because talk to me about this pear. I don't even, just all of it.
So that one is a pear and pecan salad. So your greens, right? You've got your cranberries, and then we use pralined pecans, right? So you get a little bit of that sweet and a little bit of that crunch, and then the feta cheese, and then obviously fresh pears, and then the dressing on there is a white balsamic dressing.
That balsamic dressing is fantastic. This, go ahead, Ange.
So do you make the dressings in house?
We make all of our dressings. Yes.
All of them.
Nice.
We make our own, obviously ranch dressing. We make our own curry ketchup, the balsamic. We make the chipotle dressing is another one that's super common. The only one we don't make is Thousand Island, but
Why not?
because I found one that's awesome.
That's okay.
Hey, as long as it tastes good, you know?
Perfect. And we had you bring this because this is, I don't know if people are aware that this is one of your, if not one, your best seller on the menu, isn't
It's
it?
a very, very common seller, yes.
Talk to me about what this is here.
So that is a chicken salad sandwich. We put it on a fresh baked croissant. We make our croissants every morning. And that one is chicken, apples, cranberries, pineapple. Oh,
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
If you haven't tried their chicken salad, you definitely want to do that. If you haven't tried any of these dishes, you must. But I am going to have Angela and Dennis, probably you already know what it tastes like, but I'm doing it. You know what?
Tasting.
If you want to know how something tastes, you got to go in, or you got to just dive in. I will tell you that this apple cake, I don't know how that came about, but I was expecting something totally different, right? I came back 2 days in a row after to try to get it, and the apple cake was gone. So if you want apple cake and you love the apple cake, make sure that you get in there and get it. With a lot of your pastries, they sell out
They do.
quickly. All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying this one. I'm going right in. Tell me about this one here.
So that is our version of a German bee sting cake.
Okay.
So now traditionally this is going to be made with a yeast dough.
That was kind of a big bite, huh?
You can do it.
I'm good.
We have faith.
Oh my God. What is the crunchy?
So that's pralined pecans on top as well. So, but instead of using a yeast dough, what we do is we use an almond and amaretto infused cake. So it makes it a little bit softer, and then a nice French vanilla custard in the middle. Then you'll on the top you should taste just a little bit of honey, some praline pecans, and then powdered sugar.
Have you had this one yet? You're not going to today either.
Well, I had several bee stings or Bienenstich.
Bienenstich.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
in
keep
Germany. So traditionally it comes with almonds on top, right? And honey. So it's so good. You can have the whole thing.
Oh, I
I
will.
promise you I had it before.
I'm like, I forgot we're on. I didn't want people to just see me keep shoving this food into my mouth. That's a must.
It's very good, yes.
That is fantastic. I mean, the apple cake was fantastic, but man, I'm gonna have to give some to Dan and let him try because this is a.
So I think in Germany we have a really big tradition of coffee. Drinking coffee together.
Okay.
Kaffee and Kuchen. So coffee and cake in the afternoon. So between lunch and dinner, we do that. We get together and we just share sweets, pastries, and just sit there and chat. I think it's a really great tradition. And I'm sure you can go to the AngryGerman and just get like a whole platter full of different things to have a coffee and kuchen.
Absolutely.
We talked about that. People come in all the time. They can't decide. Dennis, what are they going to do?
Well, it comes up a lot, especially during Christmas time. We call it the indecisive cake.
Love it.
So, yeah, come in and get, because at any given time, there's probably 14 to 16 different cakes in the cake case. So why settle on one when you can get one of everything?
Okay.
It's on the list.
Sign me up.
Let's do it.
Sign me up. I'm in. Everything here was fresh. Everything was good. The soup was hot. The salads were cold. The schnitzel was delicious. The kraut was just the flavor in that was so good. And it's not something I would have tried, but you
But I made you.
but she was very
just like the
forceful. Just like you forced
the
me.
apple cake. She's like, no, I don't want dessert. It's like, you have to try it. Just like a little bite. And then she was like, yum, 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 yum.
How was I again?
Yum, 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 yum.
This is why I want to be part of this, because all the good food we get to eat. I love your story, Dennis. I love that you came out here and you came down to the studio to meet with us and talk to us about it. If there's somebody out there that maybe hasn't been to the AngryGerman yet, what would you say to them? Maybe they haven't tried you. Maybe they haven't been in. Tell me, how do we get them in? Other than,
I would say come for the cake, come for the pastries, stay for dinner.
there you go.
Well,
Stay for dinner. So what I do with my American friends or something that have never tried German food before, because like the kraut might be a little bit, out there, because it's different.
It is
different. So we go for the schnitzel, because that's kind of safe bet.
Sure.
And then you work your way to the other things.
Yeah.
And then you're going to fall in love, and you will be there every week.
See that?
Right?
I mean, you guys are both from Germany. If anyone knows what's happening, it's these two right here.
I think we just like to eat.
I do like
Right.
to just eat, so I'm going to sign up and stay on just for that. I appreciate the heck out of both of you coming down here. Again, you guys are going to see many changes coming to the Foodie Show. If you have a restaurant that you'd like to highlight or a food item, please reach out to us, Lisa at coolfmonline.com, and we will be sure to bring Vista Pros along as one of the key sponsors. Yay. And talk to you about that. But if you have some maybe suggestions for us, we're always open for that as well. In the meantime, get down to the AngryGerman. If you get down there and you try something and you like it, tag them in there. Let them know. Everyone, I think all restaurant owners want to hear the feedback.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that's so important, because all too often we have times where people just go and perhaps blast on somewhere else. We don't want to do that. We want to make it where every restaurant owner I've ever spoken to has said, if somebody has a problem, come to us, right? So we can take care of it. Super important. And sometimes people like me to talk about that, and sometimes they don't. But you don't. If you don't know, you can't fix something.
Absolutely.
I completely agree with you, and I don't think that's just for restaurants. It's for
any
every
business.
small business.
You're absolutely correct.
We are feeding our families. We are supporting the community here, and it's so important to get that feedback, the honest feedback, so we can be better and we can survive here and make this community better.
Yeah, you're right. Not just restaurants, any business.
And create places for people to work.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we do, because we're local. Reliable and dependable. I just threw in that extra plug for Vista Pros there.
Nicely played.
Yes,
Nicely played.
nicely played. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to sign off here, because I'm ready to get into this beasting.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Bienenstich.
I've learned a lot of words here today. Some of them I can't repeat
Yes,
on camera, but you can bet some of you are going to be hearing some of them. We're going to lick,
Mish.
mish,
That means
Dennis, thank you so much for coming down
for having
and
us.
talking with us. I think we covered everything. We'll go over these notes one last time in case I missed anything. Dan would probably be telling me, but I think we We got it all. You guys super excited. Make sure that you're following us. Make sure you're liking us and sharing and telling everybody about the Cool FM Foodie Show. And a huge thank you to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling for being a sponsor, and Dennis from the AngryGerman.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now we got to do a German goodbye.
Okay, both of you.
Do you know how to do that?
Sure.
Say tschüss.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.